So I and my team, I and my family clan have started landing in hotter locations. By the way, the reason why we're doing this is because I didn't realize that my audio was recording. So for that, I decided to add some audio after. So here we're at Tilted. This is a place that in the beginning, we've only been playing Fortnite now, I think maybe 3 months. So I have the most experience. I'm anti-personnel. I have the most experience in the family with shooting games. I've been playing now for more than 20 years. But my wife, my sons, my daughters, obviously not. So for a while, we were landing in safer locations, such as the vault in the snow areas, or the vault, let's say for example, at Condo Canyon, places like this. Over time, we decided, I think this is now maybe about 3 months we've been playing, we wanted to start challenging ourselves. So we would start to land, let's say for example, Synapse Station, which is not exactly the safest place, but it's not the busiest place either. As we improved, we wanted to start going other places, such as the Sanctuary, such as Coney Crossroads, and of course, Tilted. So now here at Tilted, we have the opportunity here. We decide to land on the side. We're not going to land straight in the middle still. We're not at that level. And the same thing when it comes to Sanctuary or when it comes to Coney Crossroads. We try to still stick to the sides, although we're landing somewhat in the middle in places that have high traffic. Here you notice my daughter, anti-battalion, is out in the middle of nowhere, which is always a problem. But, you know, she's learning, alhamdulillah. So we finished here the initial farming phase, where you want to get your ammunition, you want to get your weapons, you want to get your armor, and just get ready for the fights, and then see how everything goes. So now I hear some contact. I'm not sure if the people on the roof, although I just saw somebody use a rift. Now you can see here, I'm not used to Tilted. I don't know the map. I know that green door takes you outside, but as for the details of this building here and the details of Tilted overall, I don't know. So I hear a gunfight. I'm trying to get outside, trying to get involved. I can't. I see my team, so I'm like, okay, you know what? I gotta punch through this wall. So when the wall finally breaks, I'm scanning, looking for targets. Okay, I see a squishy right here in front of me. I try to land shots, but the SMG doesn't connect like I wanted to. Somebody throws in what we call a yeet bomb here in the family, and I'm able to get some shots and add some damage. I jump back over just because I know that the person wouldn't be expecting that. I push back out. Here it is. My daughter's in the fight, so I'm trying to help out as much as possible. At this point in time, the combat assault rifle still has way too much recoil. Here I'm able to get some damage. I pull back. Once I see my teammate push back in, I know that the person would be distracted and I would be able to land some free shots. So we made it through this fight, alhamdulillah. We just had one person go down. I believe here I have a bunch of chug splashes, so this gets us back on our feet. So now this is the point where after a fight, you just want to make sure your weapons are reloaded. You want to make sure people have ammunition, and of course you want to loot if you're safe. Of course you want to loot if you're not going to be putting yourself or your team in danger. If you notice, the combat assault rifle does not reload as easily as one may think. Something very similar to the Stinger SMG. There's an extra animation that So let's say, for example, it doesn't take 3 seconds to reload, for example. It may take 3.25 seconds. And that extra quarter second, you think that the gun is reloaded, but when you pull the weapon back out, you'll find out that it's not. So that's just a matter of getting the timing down. So here again, we're just trying to get everybody back up to full strength and make sure that everybody is has the proper amount of ammunition and just getting ready for the next fight. So here we got this prime shotgun. I'm not a fan of it. The first shot, they say, lands the hardest hit, and then after it decreases with time. So I'm just trying to scout out anything that I can for my team in terms of armor. I see that infantry is still at maybe 50% armor. So we just want to clear out this building. And also if I find anything for myself, such as breaking couches which have gold, sometimes even the two-seater couches called love seats, and I see a target as I step outside. So they got overwhelmed. So now in my head, I know people heard that, so we got to be careful, because if that person has teammates, then of course those teammates are going to be coming over. Pretty much at this point, I believe we're getting ready to transition to the next location. So we're just waiting right now to find out where the next zone or where the next circle is going to be. So we want to scout out and make sure that people aren't going to catch us off guard, being that we are in circle for approximately the next 10 seconds. People are still making their way here. So I believe I saw some gunfire. I'm not sure if that was from a teammate or if that was from an enemy. So now we got the next circle, gathering everybody together so we can head out. So at this point, I tell everybody, listen, let's make it over to anti-infantry's position. I believe she also comes across some additional armor that everybody needs, some kegs. So here it is, my goal to just keep everybody together. I hear some gunfire. I'm not sure who that's from. So of course you want to be careful. So here we go. Our next steps. Here I'm walking. The reason why I'm walking is because I want to save my sprint for when we're going to need it. And as I'm walking and looting, keeping my eyes open. If I could pick up additional ammunition, of course, why not? And just making my way through the building and trying my best to catch up with my team. As you just saw right there, I'm still not 100% familiar with Tilted. I just left the chest. There's no need for that. I have pretty much the weapons I need. I have pretty much the armor I need. And I like to carry an explosive or some item. It could be, for example, a porta fort during this season. It might be a fire bomb, which are very effective against wood buildings and wooded areas, of course, or grenades. Actually, a well-placed grenade can really turn around a fight, catch somebody off guard. So again, just moving and looting, keeping our eyes open, trying to slow things down so we're not rushing. We don't want to be hasty, and then we find ourselves in the middle of competing teams. Looking for the next area to move to. And I see a hill across from us. Of course, the large hill to our left is our threat. If somebody takes that and we find ourselves in this position here, that could be a difficult fight. So trying to move up, just trying to scout around, take it slow. And again, if you notice, I'm walking just to make sure that I can use my sprint to hopefully, inshallah, get out of danger in case something happens. So here we got a pit. The area seemed to be clear, so there's no harm in looting this area here. And again, improving your the weapons that you have. So I believe now we're coming up on a gas station. The gas station usually is mid to end game location. Usually that's where people are going to be found, mid game to end game. It's a place where a lot of people come together after the beginning circles, into the middle circle, and sometimes at the end circle. But for sure, this is where you're going to find a lot of action. Not so much in the beginning game, because it doesn't have much to offer for loot for a team, maybe for an individual, but it's not enough for a squad, maybe enough for duos, maybe enough for trios, but it's definitely not going to be enough for 4 people to be able to get up to a solid fighting strength. So now I wanted to take the highest area just to keep my eyes out for my team, so that they can, do what they want to do, which is loot and see what they find. So again, I'm checking important areas. So for example, I have a tower ahead of me, blue house. I have the woods over to my right, where teams could be coming from the sanctuary. I have rocky reels out by the desert. People could be transitioning from there. So again, I'm just waiting for the next phase. I'm trying to keep myself and my clan in the best possible position. So now we got some gunfire. So of course we want to see where that is, and here it is, the team. That's a good idea for them. They're trying to blow up the gas station, which is a good tactic. So here it is, I believe it's anti-material, lights a flare, and infantry makes a call out that there are people behind us coming from the sanctuary area, but I don't see any targets. So right now I'm just trying to assess which team offers us the worst, is the highest threat for us. So here it is, as I see it, it's this team that came from over from most likely sanctuary. So I tell material, listen, set this area on fire just to get them moving, and also to keep them highlighted and burn any potential cover that they could use. So I don't want to expose myself and rush over to where the enemy is. So again, once those trees burn, we're in a safer place than they are right now. Once those trees go away and they burn out, we'll have a clearer idea. So I know nobody's going to be over there. And that team decided to move to another location. I believe I see somebody coming in. I want to try to land first shots and get those first couple hits. For myself, they was too far. I don't think I could have landed successful shots with the Ranger at that distance. Had I had a DMR, that would have been a different story. So again, the storm is pushing and things are going to pick up. So now here we go. Teams have to make a decision about what their next steps are going to be. So for myself, I feel that I and my team are in the best place. So I landed some nice shots. It says I killed wildlife. And again, my shooting draws attention to my team. Draws my team attention. So now we're trying to focus down this one individual who's jumping around. We see somebody has a DMR. They don't land any of their shots, which is good for us, good for myself. Still looking for targets. I noticed that's an NPC. You don't want to upset those guys, because... So that was a shot that he landed from him. And again, those shots landed, just pecking at him, hitting them for 26, hitting them for 25, hitting them for 31, maybe landing a headshot. always just keeps people on their toes. So now we got somebody down. So usually when somebody's down and now they're dead, people develop more confidence and they try to rush in. So I'm trying to move my team to a safer place while also holding off these people here. Here was a 2 versus 1 in the beginning. So I tried to isolate one of them and still get some more shots on that one. So here we want to use this opportunity as there are 10 people left. Our 3 versus other squads. We use this opportunity to rearmor. So I'm not sure if we go back up or if we enter the building. I think we take top ground again. So again, I'm looking for targets that I can pick off. Hopefully catch them off guard. So now here we go. Things are starting to pick up. I give chase, get the knock, I go back up top. Again, the reason why I go back up top is because I know this is the most important position. I believe that person met their end. So I push inside here, inside this grocery store. Take shots from outside. I want to close the door just to give the person an extra barrier that they have to come through. So I know that could have been a distraction, so I didn't want to just turn my back to that one door that you notice I looked at. Infantry goes around for the flank, which is a great move. Somebody's lighting flares, trying to set the place on fire. So I didn't want us to panic. I said, okay, get back outside, get back up top. So they come in the building looking for us, and now they're separated, which is exactly what we want. So again, here we get the knock. I finish that person off. Somebody else pushes out because they're getting pushed by the storm, and now they're up on the roof. Here at this range, the combat shotgun, or rather the combat assault rifle, is working. And we're able to finish this person off. So now we're in trouble. We got the storm and we're losing high ground. Do we revive or do we put ourselves in a less safer position? I think we tough it out. Now we're trying to look for the last person and also look for they gave away their position. So by giving away their position, we're able to collect ourselves, improve our armor situation. If you notice, anti-battalion mayonnaise is out in front on the other side of the in front of the rock, which is our cover, which is, I don't recommend that at all. So now here I'm trying to remove this person's cover and give my team an opportunity to land heavy shots. So here now, and those grenades are great for that, as with one shot. So here we go, 3 versus 1. That was the final shot. Nice. So that was a good game for me and my family. Alhamdulillah, we're improving. We're starting to learn the basics, and once we master the basics, then inshallah we can just take on better and better teams. Enjoy.